lost my mental capacity. That right there, how I felt, was not because I was tired. It was because mentally a click went off and it was like, that was good enough. But I could have kept going. And I've had that when I've ran before. So I was able to run 6 miles. Nothing crazy, but it was crazy for me because I've never done that fully ever. I was smoking cigarettes and weed. For the most part, barely ran. I was able to pull that off after about a month of running maybe twice a week. So it was my mind. There was a click that said, okay, that's enough. And I followed that, but I could have kept going. Remember, you are not your mind. Your mind wants you to be in your comfort zone. And that's okay, because your mind, that part of your mind, works in habit. It works in habit. So it's not for you or against you. It is, but you have to take control and reprogram your mind. So when you push yourself past a point when your mind says stop and you're training yourself, in a sense your mind, to push past even when that comfort part of you says stop. And sometimes you'll really know when you should stop. But the mind, the thoughts in our mind are only as strong as you want them to be. Now, are you gonna, let's say you deadlift 200 pounds, and then you're like, well, then that means I should be able to deadlift 500 pounds. That's different, obviously. You can't even believe that. You can't even believe you can deadlift 500 pounds, so you're not going to. No matter how hard you tried, you couldn't believe that because you know you can. But let's say you could deadlift 490, and you're like, you know what, I'm going for 500. You can easily much more believe, and that's when it's a war with your mind and your body, your mind and your body and your soul. That's when there's a war. That's when it's just like that voice might come in and be like, I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can do that. That's that downer voice. So you have a choice in there to believe that you can get back and become present in your body. Don't even pay attention to whether you can or cannot, and just lift that thing. More than likely you're gonna do it than if you go in there like, I don't think I can do this. Because your body's gonna follow. Just like my body followed after I was like, okay, and I let it go because I thought I hit a minute of handstand holding. So you gotta remember, and there's meditations that help with this. I like my mindfulness meditation where you just focus on your breathing. Focus on your breathing. Your mind might wander, and that's okay. Just focus on your breathing. Even running is actually really good for that shit. I've noticed for myself, running is very good because when I run, I become so present in my body, I don't really have time to think or let my mind kind of go off and like think a bunch of stuff unless I'm purposely thinking it. So a lot of this stuff is a mindset and being present in your body. So focus on trying to be present and aware of the energy in your body instead of the thoughts in your head. Because if you're more present when you do push-ups or sit-ups or squats or whatever, or crunches or arm squeezes or deadlifts or fucking tricep blur, whatever exercise, you can probably do more. Like if you have a 10 rep mindset, right? And you're like, you normally do 10 reps. You notice you always start getting tired around the 10 rep point. But let's just say you're gonna be like, I'm gonna do 20 reps instead. Maybe you can't, but guaranteed you're gonna do more because your mind's at around 10 will be like, okay, well, I'm gonna keep going. So it's output of when it thinks it's gonna stop is going to be later instead of the time, the rep that you usually always do. So a lot of this stuff is a mindset, guys. A lot of it is totally a fucking mindset. Totally a mindset.